Am I on the live thing? I think I am. Okay. Good morning, everybody. It's my birthday, which is super exciting for me. We also have a premiere of our first tabletop game campaign that's going to be premiering on my podcast channel. So go and check that out in about an hour and a half. But I figured since, I wake up early and I don't have anything else to do, um, until later today for me to enjoy my festivities, my birthday festivities, I would play this new game that I was interested in for a while. And then I could move over and we would watch the premiere together somehow. So let's do that. Okay. So you should all be able to see Mask of the Rose. I've never played this game before, obviously, but I have watched a little bit of it. And so I'm super excited to play it today. I am hoping that I can get like far enough in the game before I have to switch over, and then we can watch the premiere together. But Mask of the Rose. What do I know about this game? I know that it's a dialogue RPG game, and I know that it's based in London, and I know that it kind of has like spooky vibes to it. But other than that, I don't really know anything else about it. So we are going to happen to play. I don't know if you can hear it or not. I'm not gonna mess with the settings, I don't think. We're just gonna play. Your first foray into the Mask of Rose is unlikely to. What would that say? I did kind of start reading it, but then I didn't. we're out. We're out to a great start. In February 1862, with no warning at all, London fell through the surface of the earth. That sucks. Wow. This is very pretty. This is meant to be a year of progress in industry, the Great Exposition, trams, a new sewer system. Instead, we find ourselves dwelling in a cave. Hmm. It's October now. The fires have been put out. The bodies have been buried. Oh, so it was a catastrophe essentially that happened. But the future remains unimaginable. The time before impossibly distant. Did they say how long they've been trapped? The past. Who are you? Oh, I get to like choose who I want to be. Okay. A child of the gentry, a tailor. Oh, okay. So some things are locked. I can be a dock worker's child, a child of the gentry, and a tailor. And everything else is locked. Ooh, an arcane academic. I kind of want to do that, but I can't because it's locked. Okay. My father worked the docks, unloading ships. My uncle was a sailor. We were on the right side of the law, but the same couldn't always be said for our friends. Okay, so allied with the working class and with criminals. My family had an estate on the surface. My father was a magistrate. All that is unreachable now, of course. I had the bad fortune to be in London during the fall, and there is no going back. But I do have a few connections here. Okay. The constabulary and high society. Okay. Um, and then the tailor. So my family kept a tailoring shop with aspirations. We trust our customers better than we trust ourselves. Shopkeepers have contacts with society, but their own origins are more humble. They may also have some contacts among the artistically inclined. Hmm. I'm not sure if, like, usually in these types of dystopian futures, it's either important to be like more criminal and focused on like working class because those are the people that rise in power, or it's more important to be with people who are already like high society because they rise in power even more. Um, and I feel like because this is London, gentry would make sense. Like I feel like they would still keep their propriety, particularly because of the time frame. So I think I'm gonna go with a child of the gentry. I feel like that just makes sense. Down here, your name is whatever you say it is. Often there's no one left to remember who you used to be. That's very sad. Some people hold tight to the names they carried before. Some reinvent themselves completely. Wow. This is this is very true to probably what would happen, like what would happen to like the general population if there's something like this happened. Okay, so I can be a madam or mademoiselle, a miss, a madame, interesting, a sir, my lord, my lady, citizen, comrade, captain, lieutenant, doctor, professor, officer, secretary, brother, sister, reverend, intendant, monsieur, and then back to madame. I was feeling I do like madame without an e. That speaks to me, but I think I'll calm it down, and I think I want to be. Hmm, I'm either thinking of my lady or miss. Honestly, I think miss. I'm thinking miss. Yeah. Though my friends call me. What are we thinking? I don't know many London names. Londoner names. I'm gonna go with Carla, Miss Carla. Mm, it's Carla Dandrew. I feel. Do I need to do a first name and a last name, or just a first name? I'm gonna go with just the first name. We all know her last name's also Dandrew. Ooh. Okay, I did it right. This is actually a really nice. This is actually really nice for a whole city that has is now living in a cage. I mean, and that is now living in a cave. Carla to my friends and Miss to strangers. That's how I was addressed even before London fell. I'm a different person down here when I was above. Down here, I'm finally able to use the name that always fits me. I'm gonna go with I'm a different person down here. I feel I haven't actually like invented this character yet in my mind, but I feel like she's more reinventing herself, not necessarily um, being her true self. just reinventing herself for the circumstances based on the experiences that she just went through. Oh, choose the cameo that best presents you. How interesting. Okay. Interesting cameos. I think maybe either this one, because I can see this person has glasses, or this one. Like that one is giving me kind of like an androgynous feel, like masculine but also feminine at the same time. Between these two, I'm gonna go with this one. In the Neath, a true ally means everything. When I find people to be close to, I am open to. Oh. is there is there romance in this game? Oh. Friendship, but no romantic emotions or physical intimacy. Friendship and physical intimacy, but no romantic emotions. Friendship and romantic emotions, but no physical intimacy. And whatever comes my way. Clearly, right? Clearly. When I say whatever, I mean whatever. Clearly, I've watched too much Doctor Who. I don't think you can watch too much Doctor Who, but clearly. I'll be looking for both romantic feelings and a physical connection. Friendship and matchmaking are possible too, of course. Yeah. Whatever you're into. Oh, so I don't want to change my name. I think I like it. Miss Carla. I'm going to be Gentry. And then passionate romance. Holy shit. I don't know if I meant to do that. Okay. You know what? Yeah. This tracks. This tracks for me, I think. Let's do it. Should we just say right now that I'm going to flirt with everyone? Right now, I'm meant to be helping with the census. That's that sounds like a horrible job. Finding out who still lives in the neighborhood. Yeah, that sounds rough. The first census results are done tomorrow or due tomorrow. If I turn them in, I get paid. Okay, that's nice. The first money to come my way in nearly 2 months. That sucks. If I don't, I'm going to disappoint Grizz badly. Grizz. She knew I was in trouble, so she went out of her way to help me and work with her own employers. Okay. She even gave me a badge to show my affiliation. Ooh, that's a nice badge. Who's pressing these badges down here? I mean, clearly they still have all of the extras and luxuries of society, but I feel like this is a lot of metal to be being pressed into a badge. I mean, I would just go with like a little piece of paper and just laminate it, but badge of the Ministry of Accounting and Recounting. The Ministry of Accounting and Recount. I mean, that is the census. Yes, that's a kind of a brutish way to call them that, but I can see this game is going to be I can see what type of game this is going to be, which is fun for me. The front of the badge looks almost like a constable's badge with a lion and unicorn blazoned on it. The back of the badge has some kind of symbol I don't recognize. Hot to the touch. Okay. I keep it with the clothes I have from before the fall. and a few odd items I found more recently. Okay. Change my outfit. Ooh, outfit notes. Not a very sophisticated look, not much of a look at all. Hat? Face? Barefaced? Are there other options? I guess not. Okay. I don't have any hats. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. Fake but vibrant corsage. I might as well wear the badge since I got it. And then torso. Ooh, an elegant cloak. Warm, handsome, hard wearing. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a look. I like that. Yeah, I like that. I don't know why I would change. Oh, good morning. I thought you were up here. Oh, this is Grizz. So she's the one that's helping me get a job. She glances at the badge I'm wearing. I suppose I should be glad that you're thinking about the census, even if you didn't get around to leaving the house. Okay. Not sure if that was a slight or if she's just making a comment. We'll give her the benefit of the doubt. I react to that the way. Why am I zooming in? I react to that the way I react to many things these days. I turn it into a joke. I dare to name the frightening things out there. I lie. Hmm. How do I react to things? I feel like I dare to name the frightening things out there is kind of macabre. Like I'm constantly in that state of duress. And then it seems like I kind of take it out on people. I'm not sure I like that. I also don't think I like turning it into a joke because I don't know why it's funny. And I also don't really want to lie. Is there a no thank you option? um, okay. Let's say I dare to name the frightening things out there, mainly because I want to know what the frightening things are. I'm not sure what I'll meet out there. Oh, this is me. I'm not sure what I'll meet out there. Not everything outside is human. Ooh. How do I know that? Rumors, Grizz says. Don't let a few odd things in the broadsheets frighten you. Come tomorrow evening, we will need to have at least a few census forms filled out. Or I'm going to be the one explaining to Mr. Pages. That's his name? That's his name? Okay. I know that we're all like reinventing ourselves down here, but that one's kind of obvious. That's not real. And if that happens, I'm not going to help you with your employment prospects again. Okay, geez, I get it. So Grizz works for the Ministry of Accounting and Recounting. It seems to agree with her. The job, you mean? Oh, she's blinking. I didn't know she was moving. She wears trousers to work and comes home at all hours. Do we live together? Is that what that's saying? It's very important to her, being taken seriously by these employers. The next thing I do is characteristic too. Oh, offer encouragement, however bleak the situation. Confront her with her own mistakes. Wow. I mean, it's clear that they know each other, but I just met her. So I'm not going to confront her with her own mistakes. I don't even know what those mistakes are. Be open and build trust. Rely on dark humor. I mean, am I trying to be me or am I trying to be Miss Carla? Because I'm leaning towards being me. So I do like the dark humor. I'm going to rely on dark humor. Did your employer say whether I should also interview the squid-faced men? Or are they not included in the census? Is this like a Cthulhu-based game? I didn't look up anything about this game, so I actually don't know, but it seems to be tracking. Oh. I believe they were invited, they were invented by the newspapers, but if you happen to meet with any, by all means record their names. All right. What about the talking crows? She's really mad at me. Jesus. Consider yourself at liberty to include any creature capable of telling you its name or occupation. What do you think of the questions? They're written in the most peculiar, spiked handwriting. And there are punctures in the paper in random spots. Tease her as though I know that's her handwriting. Jokingly defend my reading ability. Ask her what put these holes in the paper. I'm just going to ask her what put the holes in the paper because I'm interested. Why does this page look like this? Do your employers know how to use a pen? Ouch. Okay, I wasn't going to say it that way. Jeez. Of course. Ooh. Here, try the questions on me. Say you've just knocked on the door and I have come to answer it. Okay. This is good. This is good for like professional practice to get a little role play in. I like this. Yes. What do you want? I introduce myself as an agent of the ministry, showing my badge. That's usually how you work that. I hope I find you well this evening. On behalf of the Ministry of Accounting and Recounting, I have a few questions. Yeah, I think that's appropriate. Oh, how lovely. I'm so grateful these ministries are looking after us. Sarcastically accept. Flirtatiously riff on how excellent the ministry is. Why? Why? Number one, why would you do that? And number two, why would would riffing on the ministry be flirtatious? I don't even know how you would do that. That sounds weird. I'm not doing that. Straightforwardly accept her performance. Sarcastically, I'm gonna sarcastically accept because what a naturalistic performance. Okay, I think I need to rethink my. I think I need to rethink how I play this character because she's not very good at things like dark humor or sarcasm. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Okay, now that's just being rude. Have you considered a career on stage? If I've ever had considered such a thing, my mother would have beaten the consideration right out of me again. Oh, that took a turn. You see? This is what happens when you don't do sarcasm right, I think. Not at all, not at all the done thing in our circles. Well, go on. What's the first question? Read out the first question. How many people live in this establishmentation? Is that a word? In establishmentation? My superiors are enthusiastic embellishers of the language. I don't know if I would call that an embellishment of the language. I think that's not knowing words. If you like, you can translate into questions that are more likely to be understood. Right. How many people live in this establishment? Yeah, that's what I would say. 4. The landlady, Miss Horatia Chapman, a young man named Archibald Reed, myself, and a 4th character, very disreputable. I don't know Horatia and Archibald, but it's really strange that you would say that the 4th character is disreputable and wouldn't even say their name. It sounds like you're talking about somebody. Suggest that she might not be the picture of respectability herself. Man. Point out that there used to be more lodgers. Joke about she's not counting the vermin. I'll do a joke. Maybe Carla's better at joking because she's not great at sarcasm. And I wouldn't put her on my dark humor list either. You have omitted the basement, which houses more rats than Noah's Ark. Okay. It seems she's better at comedy. More than 2, you mean? At the end of its voyage, I should have said. Sometimes I'm in the mood to keep chatting, and sometimes I want to get to the point. Linger over the senses in order to keep chatting with Grizz, and I've learned enough. I mean, what else would I want to learn? I actually have learned quite a bit from the other 2 options that I chose, which was the dark humor and the sarcasm, because I've spoken twice about strange things and she has dismissed both of them both times. So I would want to learn more about the weirdness, but I don't know if she'll tell me more about it because she seems to not believe it. She definitely believes it. She definitely knows what's going on. That's quite obvious, but I don't think she's going to tell me. So I think I've learned enough. I read the remaining questions over quickly, enough to prove to Grizz that I know what I'm about. She's still hovering, as though she doesn't quite trust me with this errand. Sorry, what am I doing? Aren't I just going to people's houses and getting their information? At this moment, a second visitor walks in. Archie is a medical student. He hasn't finished his training before the fall, but he has plenty of work now. Oh, okay. Right after the fall, it was broken bones and cuts. Lately, there are few wounds and more diseases. Yeah, you guys are huddled up in a huge cave. That happens. I wondered where you were. Why? How big is this place? Like, do people get lost? Don't they live so this is Archie and this is Grizz and there's a landlady. So we all live here together. And it must be huge, I guess, because nobody knew I would be here, which is my bedroom. Point out that he could knock before entering my room. Greet Archie flirtatiously. Do we have some history that I don't know about? Guess at why Archie is here. Archie, is something wrong downstairs? Okay, so it's a 2-story building, I'm assuming. Has there been a new disaster? Oh, shoot. Not the kind you're thinking of. Out I went this morning to visit. Oh, he has a colloquialism accent. Well, now you're a little cuter. To visit a patient, and what do I find pasted up on the wall? He holds up a broadsheet. So a broadsheet is a flyer. There's a new decree from the Ministry of Cartography and Chirography. Is that a word? Is that a word? No, but I'm. No, is that a word? That all maps and atlases are to be surrendered or put on the fire. Okay. Like in the city? First of all, why are there so many ministries? It's your folk making these rules, Grizz. Oh, he's talking to Grizz now. Take Archie's side and demand to know what's going on. I mean, do I care? I don't mean like, do I care that they're burning maps? Because burning anything that has historical significance is usually never a good idea. But do I care as like Carla? Like I'm not sure. I don't think I quite understand the significance of why this would be shocking. Like, are there weird things that are happening since the fall? Ever since, like, clearly there's like monsters running around and stuff. But have they been doing weird stuff like other ministries, or is this the very first time? I don't know. I don't have any context to be upset, honestly. Suggest Archie leave the topic alone. No, so far I've been playing this like I'm very, very aware that there's weird shit happening. So I don't think I would want to leave it alone. I still want to know like what's happening. Stay well out of this. You know, it's been my experience that if you just kind of like sit back and stay silent, people will talk themselves into their own holes. So I have no view. Keep it neutral. Will you be asking your Mr. Pages about these maps? And I'll just sit here like silently and just kind of look look between them. Like, one must respect the law. None of us knows what is safe down here in the Neath. Most likely there are reasons you can't imagine. Carla, please do collect at least a few census forms by tomorrow from whatever Londoners you are able to find. Okay. At the end of the day, I'll find you and we can take them to Mr. Pages together. Okay, I get to meet Mr. Pages. Delivered a filled census form to Pages. So now I gotta go to work. Oh, you're still here. Do you know what I miss the most? You know what I miss the most? What? Back home, a sister's hair turned color when it rained, blonde to a wet plastered brown. Like a mad hen, she looked. Okay. You miss the rain, is what I'm getting from that. Because, interesting. That's an interesting way to explain that you miss something so small by then connecting it to a familial, like, happy moment. Yeah, I'm gonna check on how you're feeling. How are you, Archie? How are you feeling? Is the cave oppressing you too much? Why would you say it that way? I'm sorry. Carla. Fucking Carla. Worse than Grizz, I will not lie. Seems there's no road out of here. Yeah, it is a collapsed cave. Food from the masters and a wee reprieve. I forgot what era we're in. Got slightly triggered there. I forgot what era we're in. Okay, bring it back. Is a wee reprieve, but when they think of all else that might kill us below, scurvy and the like. A great hulking rock fell on a house in Southwark. Did the roof in the did the roof in and near to killed the whole household. Uh, at this point, because he's been talking for a while, it does kind of, I feel like they're writing it really well. How hard it would probably be for me to understand him the longer he talked. I'm like, did a roof, oh, I see. You're saying that something happened with a roof and so, man, that was difficult, Archie. But I'd best be quiet. Like to give you nightmares too, and I'm fair out a laudanum to help with the sleep. Say farewell. I mean, I guess we can turn it to the senses. I'm not that interested in talking about the senses. Surprise, surprise. But it's given me this prompt like several times, so I'll freaking ask about the senses. Grizz has me gathering census pages for the ministry. Aye, Grizz told me it was some such thing. Simply ask about his romantic commit. Whoa! Ooh, okay. I just, I just like when did we jump? When did that happen? We were talking about like he was sad, and then we were talking about the senses. I don't think that jump makes sense. Not gonna lie. Yeah, this accent of his is very interesting. Respond with protective kindness. Respond condescendingly. No, we're not responding condescendingly. I don't even know why that's an option, Carla. Simply ask about his romantic commitments. Respond with protective kindness. I don't really like protective kindness either because what am I responding? Okay, what am I responding to? Are we still having? Are we going back to the conversation where I asked him how he felt, and so that's why it's giving me these options, or are we still talking about the senses? Right? Like what? I'm slightly confused right now. Not gonna lie. I guess we'll ask about his romantic commit. I don't know why I would ask about that, but this is giving me a shirt option. What does that mean? Do I get a shirt? What does that mean? What does the shirt option mean? Does anybody know? I'll respond with protective kindness because I was originally really like upset that he was upset, and I thought that's where this was going, and then we changed subjects to the senses. So let me see if I can get back to seeing how he's doing. There's nothing for you to worry about. Yeah, don't worry yourself, Archie. What? Oh my god. Oh. Carla. Carla. Um, are you in love with anyone or promised to anyone, perhaps from before the fall? I wouldn't ask this. I don't know where this is coming from, but we'll just go with it. Down here, there's no one. What about before the fall? There's a last back home. Oh, so he's Scottish. Oh, so it's a Scottish accent. Okay. Not gonna lie. You're a little cuter. It's interesting how much you kind of rely on voice, or like depending on like how you meet people. It's interesting how when you read things, you're just kind of like but then once you realize that someone has like something that's coming out in their voice, it seems to be more interesting. So I do find him now more interesting. So there's a last back home. And what did me mother do but promised me to her? Suggests he might prefer a more local alternative. I mean, this is a different time, And also, he seems to be like really giving me a lot of his backstory, which maybe he just wants to share. So we'll just let him share. I see. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The question has stirred recollections he's not considered for a long time. Yeah, it seemed like he was going down that route when he just randomly was like, you know what I miss? I was like, it's a bit of a random thing to just come out with. Is it bad to say I've not thought much about her since? She has very even teeth. um Archie, man, you're losing me. Yeah, you had me for like a second, and now you're losing me. My mother said overlapping teeth in a woman means defiance, and gaps mean a light skirt. Archie, your mother sounds lovely. Joke a little at her expense, laugh, offer possible unwelcome views on his mother. I think in this situation, all I could do is laugh. Just laugh at the insanity of it all. There's stranger theories I heard in the medical lecture hall. And plenty of constables who thought we'd catch the criminals that road. Well, the incarceration system is a bit different than jumping from gaps in teeth to sexual promiscuity, but flirt with Archie. No, I don't think I will. you know when someone's like, hey, and I'm like, no, thank you. That's where you are, Archie. I'm afraid you are in the no thank you pile. So, and you know what? If you ever want to come and talk about what's going on, reminisce about the past, I do think that's important for you to continue to process. But and so I will be happy to do that with you, as extremely platonic friends. Have a great day, Archie. Really have a great day. What? If I'd met the likes, just the mom. No, I'm not dissing his mother. If I'd met the likes of you in Scotland, I might never have come to London. Is that so? Usually, when you say "Have a great day," it's not an invitation. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, I am great. So you're welcome. Is that an option? Discourage this line overtly. Decide to court Archie. I have only platonic into we are gonna be such good friends. Such you're such a great friend, Archie. The thought hits me, but I don't show it. Why not? I would have shown it. I would have certainly shown it. I keep track of everything in my journal. What conversations I've had, the plans I've made, how I'm feeling about other people. Review the day. Ooh, I like that. 259 days. Oh, so it's been almost a year? Wow. That's a long time. Have they not figured out a way to try and get out? Season of Confessions. Is that the name of my journal? I actually love that. I have 0 pennies, so I haven't gotten paid, and 1 census page, and I think that's the one I practiced. And it's the evening. I like this. I really like this kind of loadout. And I still have some stuff to do today. Okay, I got to conduct more census interviews, and then I have to meet Mr. Pages. Acquaintances. There's me. Not a jot, old bean. Oh, I live in a boarding house. That makes sense. Okay. And I'm interested in Preshow. That was such a good choice. That was such a great choice. Day 124 pre-fall. Moved into Chapman's. Oh, so I moved into this place before the fall. Fall, summer. Confessions? Oh no, that must be post-fall, not pre-fall. But it says pre-fall, so that's what I figured that meant. Relationship. His mom has a nice girl for him back home. We survived the fall together. That's a sort of bond. Okay, so I did live here pre-fall. Interesting. So I've known all these people before I came down here. Grizz. Yeah, we've survived the fall together. Okay. Romantic interests. Harjit. I've not met that person. And Horatio. So this is the person who is the landlady, but I've not met her yet. Okay, and then I have a whole log. Very cool. That's really helpful if I don't come back to this game for 12 weeks. Ooh. 260 days since the fall. That is cold coffee right there. I'm going to need to fill up on my coffee, and maybe we're going for 50 minutes, maybe take a short break real quick. So let me do that, and I will be back in a minute. And that was less than a minute because I just needed to get more coffee. All right, let's see where we're at. The newspapers aren't what they used to be, but someone is still printing broadsheets to this day. And now we know that broadsheets are flyers. Okay. This morning's lies open on the table. Oh, they're like, oh, so is it like a flyer in a newspaper? Ministry of Accounting and Recounting offers extra rations in exchange for old pound notes. So that's like pound notes. So it's like dollars. essentially. So they're trying to do that for extra rations. Why? That seems weird, right? Relive the fall of London. This will not time cause time to pass. I forgot to turn my video back on. Oh my. I'm always reliving London's last night on the surface. I try to put it out of my head, but it's still there. The dimming of the sun at 3 in the afternoon, the sky turning the color of rust. The horrible bang in the cloud of dust from the direction of Westminster. The tolling of the bells. That looks terrifying. The horseman who rode down the street, livered in the garb of the palace, shouting, "In Her Majesty's name, go indoors." Mm. And then the sky was full of bats. More bats than I thought could exist in the world. Wheeling, shrieking, defecating. Ugh. People went indoors then. If they'd ignored the criers. Those that had no house crowded into the churches and under the bridges. Yeah, like what happened to people who didn't have anywhere to go? Even now I don't understand. Why Parliament collapsed, how Her Majesty knew to send criers, that so many bats could exist in the world. No, that's stupid. Well, it is. I guess this time frame, perhaps they wouldn't know that this many bats exist in the entire world, but I'm not going to say that because that's stupid. I do find it interesting that Her Majesty sent criers, but they may have been. I don't actually know how that works. They may have been just emergency, right? Like once they noticed that it was happening, they were telling everyone to get indoors. But I don't know if that's how criers work. But I'm going to say that. The palace has been shuttered since that day. The royal family do not emerge. Really? This actually reminds me of a Call of Cthulhu podcast episode that I just listened to that Ain't Slade did. Don't know about them. So good. Highly, highly recommend. But they just did one that reminds me of, people being taken over by Cthulhu-like monsters. So I wonder if that's happening to the royal family. Because that's real suspicious, right? Surely if they had known this was coming, they would have departed London. It was only the city that fell. The rest of England, we assume, remains above. Interesting. That's giving me cult vibes. That's giving me a cult did something and it ruined the city. Archie. Oh, so this is essentially a flashback. I reckon it's a tornado. I've heard a similar in the Welsh Hills back in 1760. Oh, and so now we meet the landlady. Now a light in the sky and a noise like a thunderclap. That's no tornado, love. It's a plague of Egypt. Ooh. Let them talk. Intervene. They are annoyed by one another. Nah. Me not doing nothing. I send a pleading look to Grim. I'm just going to let them talk. I've seen tornadoes. Really? They come and then they move right on again. And they aren't made of bats. Okay, Miss Horatia. Miss Horatia been some places and seen some things. That's what I'm getting from Miss Horatia. They say the tornado scattered livestock every which way. Sheep on rooftops and that. And the ground shook again. Ooh. Oh, Grizz. I believe we can blame Miss Bazalgette's excavations digging about under London causing a seismic disturbance. Hmm. And what did he find down there? But a cave of 3 million bats. Is that what you reckon? There are stranger things beneath London. How do you know that? That was the beginning of it. But we were down here for hours and hours. The sky darkened and it didn't turn to normal. Once around midnight, Grizz went upstairs and opened the door to the street, but she came right back down again. She said the cobbles were collapsing about. It wasn't safe to walk outside. After that first bit, the memories collide and get confused. I have trouble keeping track of which came first and which came later, and whether I'm imagining something. I spent a lot of days like this, thinking back, trying to piece together the bits of the puzzle, as if I could realize something that would make sense of it all. Yeah, that's quite a traumatic experience. Difficult to keep your memories all together. Change outfit. I like my outfit, and I don't think I got anything new, but we'll see because I saw something. Nope, didn't look like it. Yeah, didn't look like we got anything new. Yeah. Let's head outside. Ooh, a map. We love a map. Where am I supposed to go? Thrall Street. Take the census with Harjit. Is that just a thing I'm supposed to do? Yes. Okay. Do I know where I'm supposed to go? Oh, I just head outside. Oh, I just have to click on that. Okay. That wasn't particularly intuitive for me to know that, but it's worth it to be mindful of how others will perceive me. What role I play, what I can and cannot say, is constrained by my clothes. Well, yeah. This was true before the fall, but it's even truer now. Names, identities, and relationships have all become so unsteady and unreliable. Harjit admires duty, but does not always care for the ministry. It's hard to say what impression the badge makes on him. Oh. I mean, I get it, but I am supposed to be doing my job. Mm. I don't know what to do. You go to. I don't know. I don't want him to. I want to get a lot of information out of Harjeet. I've not met him yet, but I want to get more information out of him, and I don't want him to be scared off by my badge. So let me. I want to keep the cloak, but maybe let me just take the lapel off. I don't need it. Can I just have nothing? I don't actually like that. I think that looks ugly. We're gonna just go with nothing then. Not quite right? Oh, are you telling me that I need to... Oh. Okay, that's helpful. So you were telling me I need to do something else. So you want me to put on the ugly corsage? No problem. Okay. I wasn't going to, but I will now, I guess. Not quite right? Maybe take the cloak off? I like the cloak. Ugh. Maybe this? No. I don't know. I'll go with this because I don't know what it wants. I can also just take the lapel off and just go plainly. No. I think I've done all permeations at this point, so I don't really know what would... So I'm going to go back and I'm going to put this on. This is all I got, folks. I got the shirt, the cape, and the lapels, okay? I don't really have anything else. So I'm going to just go with that. I liked that. Well, I don't like it. I think the lapel thing is ugly, but I'm satisfied with it. Not gonna be having you're not gonna be having me standing in front of the mirror. Okay, well, he's kind of cute. Damn it. I was gonna say you're not gonna have me standing in front of the mirror changing my outfit for 2 hours, but okay, it is already 10 minutes to premiere. I need to hop on. But let me just real quick. Let me just see. Let me just see what this is all about. I have friends and friends of friends in the best neighborhoods in London. We'll have a new location, a townhouse. A well-appointed townhouse suffused with a homely glow from its tall windows. Home of the Landau siblings. Okay, good to know. But wherever I need to find more of them, it's Harjeet who helps me. Oh, okay. So he's like an informant. I have something for you if you want it. He produces a nearly new admiral's hat. He's giving me a hat in perfectly good condition. Oh, that's cool. I found it near the docks. No sign of the owner, and I can't wear it myself. I thought someone at Miss Chapman's might get use out of it. Perhaps Lady Griselda. Do I know her? I don't think she was in the list of people I knew. So. Trimmed with gold hat. That's a nice hat. Do people just... I mean, don't you have to be like an admiral to wear an admiral's hat? I don't know if I want to put that on. Clothes make an impression on other people when I wear them. They make an impression on me too. Sometimes I'm inspired to say things I wouldn't otherwise. Interesting. I have the feeling this particular hat would make me a bit gruff and commanding. Put the hat on and consider what to say. Lose the lapel flower. Why is he looking at me though? Is it just me? I feel like the small smirk and the hooded eyes. I feel like that's saying something, but maybe it's just me. It makes me think of flirtatious and dramatic things to say, does it? Okay, listen, I mean, I like a good hat. Everyone likes a good hat, but relax, Carla. Like, relax. No one wears something like this unless they want to make an impression after all. Oh, so the hat, so the icons of the shirt and the hat give me like different prompts for things to say based on what I'm wearing. Interesting. I just got that just now. I just got that. Okay. Mutter ungraciously influenced by the hat. Mutter ungraciously? Take the hat off again. Try on the lapel flower. Mutter ungraciously? I don't even know what that means, so we'll do it. I hope the Admiral wasn't afflicted with lice. Why do I do this? Why do I even try with you, Carla? Leave it in a cupboard for 2 weeks if it concerns you. That is not how you get rid of lice. You're welcome. Establish my authority with the senses. Okay. We need to take this hat off. This hat is making me go crazy. Why am I all of a sudden like this? Oh, I kind of love it, but at the same time, it's absolutely insanity. Simply state that I have yeah, sure. I'll tell them that I'm here on the census business. I don't have my badge, but I'm collecting census information for the Ministry of Counting and Recounting. I see. London was determined to collect everyone's name even before the fall. Ask whether his name has changed. That's an interesting mechanic that they have going on, or like a social difference that they have going on, is where like people reinvented themselves when the fall happened. I am kind of interested if he changed his name, but I would only be interested in that if his new name meant something, you know? Like, I'm reinventing myself in a way, but I think her name was Carla even beforehand, but she's just reinventing herself as a person. To change your name, especially if you know people beforehand and they survive with you, I feel like that says something different. Yeah, let's ask if he changed his name. Would your answers be the same now as they were then? Not exactly. What do you wish to know? Use the question as a chance to flirt. Okay. I don't think we flirted with anyone yet, actually. Even though at the beginning I was like, well, I'm just gonna flirt with everybody. But I wasn't feeling Archie, and I'm not really feeling Grizz. But Harjeet, you know, I'm not feeling Harjeet. So, is there anyone living with you in the moment? At one time, I shared my lodgings. That was prior to the fall, but my former companion is missing. Oh no. Heat things up further. I'm sorry. Was that I light a fire there with that what? That was a cold response. That's ice cold. We're not even at warm. how am I heating things up from that absolutely freezing cold shower of a conversation we just had? Am I missing something? Oh geez. I just got a thing that says that I need to be going into the other thing. I know. I'm doing it. Okay. I need to stop flirting with Harjeet, if that's what you want to call this, flirting. So that I can move over to watch the premiere. Okay, so we'll just leave on a button. You know, we'll leave on a button, see what this is going to bring from Carla. Carla, I am giving you this one chance to heat things up. Is there anyone special in your life, Harjeet? This is not a matter I would explain to most people. You and I have known one another for some time, however. I think you would hear me out kindly, but if you would rather not carry my secrets... Yeah, no, tell me. Tell me the secrets. I believe I know what is expected in these situations. Oh, even before the fall, I would not have married. My companion was not a lady. He was an officer who came to the Punjab. We became acquainted, and then more than acquainted. I thought he and I would remain together throughout our lives. I followed him here, away from my own country and everything I knew, to the home of my former enemies. He promised me that it was worth the sacrifice. He said he would never be separated. What the? I don't know how to respond to this. You will observe that he isn't here. Well, I think that is a good place to stop. Wow. Wow. Okay. That was a lot. That was a lot. That was insanity. That game is so fun. I love it. I'm definitely going to play more of this because wow. Just wow. I think we can all agree on the wow factor there. I'm going to take a quick break and then we're going to switch over to the premiere, which is in a minute. So I'm literally just going to top up on my coffee and turn things off. So I'll be back in a couple of seconds. We back. We back. All right. So, just a reminder to everybody, I have my channel, which is where this is being streamed on, and then I have the podcast channel. So I'm gonna go to the podcast channel and watch it. And if you guys aren't in our Discord, we do have like a watch party going on in there. So you are feel free to hop in, invite yourself. I'm formally inviting you, so that you can also watch it. Harjeet was not feeling it though, sadly. No. I'm a little behind on the chat, but oh hey, BP. I'm super behind on the chat. My apologies. I don't know how to stream, folks. Put it in the cupboard and then no. Yeah. That is one horny shirt. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, so disappointing that Harjeet was I mean, I do feel like, again, just like Archibald, everyone feels inclined to talk to me about all types of stuff, which is really great and everything. But that was the first person I decided to flirt with, and had his heart broken. Rough. Okay. The premiere started 3 minutes ago. So that's great. Let me go. Premiere. So I will probably, I don't know if I'll get feedback. Hopefully I won't. And if I do, Barbie, if you could fix that. Yeah, Barbie, if you could just, fix that, that would be great. If that happens. uh, Bit. Are you doing feedback? Are you doing between if you're interested, if I can help you with it? Join the Discord, please. Say hey to everybody. Join our Discords. Where I'm always looking for people to help with like modding and other stuff and things I have. Wow, that's loud. Things I have no purview over. I just sit and look great and be funny. So, and how I don't really do the whole graphics thing. What that's about. Oh, thank you, Bex. Oh, thank you. Yeah. If you guys haven't seen me in a while, I don't even usually have Karen. For a while now. I have not been on this channel for a bit. I haven't been live in a bit. Or putting a video. I've been slightly busy though, right? For the podcast. Yeah, that game was so fun. Monster Grove, highly recommend already. It was crazy. We're a little late on the premiere, but it's fine. Huh. Oh, I just started talking all of a sudden. I forgot that's how this one starts. There is a trailer if anyone has not seen it. It's not going to premiere on the world building one. It's going to premiere on the gameplay, and that starts in 2 weeks. Yeah, you guys have to go to the actual premiere. because you can't hear it from my side. Barbie should be in the watch party channel, and so if you're in the Discord, I'm gonna pause because Barbie needs to start it in the watch channel, so we'll give her a second. You guys can either watch it in the Discord or watch it along with me. You can do either. Someone's asking, do we chat there on the premiere? If you chat in Discord, I will also be able to see it. And if you chat on Twitch or YouTube, I'm also able to see it. So I'm able to see all the chats, but YouTube and Twitch are specifically for like people who aren't in the Discord. So I'm looking at all of the chats. Oh, Griselda is Grizz. Did not know that. And then in Discord, you guys can chat in the Red Bridge spoiler chat box channel. Okay. So Barbie should have, if you guys are in the Discord channel, you'll need to watch it there, or you can watch it on your own. It doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, on you started. Ahoy. Every chat. Yeah. It's kind of insane. Again, as I was kind of telling everybody, I don't stream. I stream as a player all the time, but I don't stream as a PM or as a person who loves games. So this is all new. Really interesting. Very interesting. If you're watching it in Discord, you should be synced up now. Like really synced up. There's probably a better way to do this. And if you know a better way to do this, join the Discord. Join the Discord. And help. And it's in the podcast channel. So anybody who's in Oh, there's somebody there. Where's Trig? Somebody, oh, there he is. I literally just said, I was just about to say somebody ping him, but he's there. Everybody roll a d20. So we're just a reminder for anyone new. This campaign is Kids on Bikes. So there's no like roll for initiative, but I am used to rolling to figure out the order of place of people. We did. I actually had a whole video I was gonna plan, and I actually had started recording it where I was gonna talk about the pre-planning. Okay. I was gonna talk about all of the stuff we did beforehand because we didn't do our character creation in this session zero. We did them months ago. And we also created the world on a Google Doc months ago. I haven't noticed. I was going to do that video and I didn't. So Oh yeah, this is M deciding to be a delinquent. Skateboarding in the public spaces. You're skiing, you're skiing illegally. It's illegal stuff. I love how all of the characters created their characters this way. So this is the way that I designed us to create characters and create how they were going to have interactions with the world. I planned it to be in this way in session zero, and I really enjoyed this. I do say excellent a lot. Excellent, excellent. I guess that's my catchphrase. Oh. That's just static. What? That's. Oh. Hmm. The audio is coming through, but it's not coming through. Interesting. Interesting. Oh. Okay. I think that should be fixed. You're not going to be able to hear the video on my end, but you should hear my voice on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah. So if you are like an audio person, join our Discord and join our staff because yeah, I for some reason I can't figure out how to put the audio on here for both for like my commentary and this. A long time ago, not in the teenage years. So when did you all build this tree house?
Well,
Okay,
so
where was I?
originally, because Willow was originally the one that made it, and then whenever Jimmy ended up becoming friends with her, he helped basically build it up more. So she probably made this tree house whenever she was either maybe 6 or 7, and
Yeah.
Jimmy coming around sometime after that. I forget when exactly, what age exactly. But that's like whenever she would have made like the original the atrocity of Treehouse.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you. Let's see. Next is Caleb.
Alrighty then.
Caleb, where do you live in Bill?
I'd say the one next to Crystal Creek Daycare because his parents thought, it's easily accessible if he needs to go to daycare.
Gotcha. And then what area on the map would you have the most connection to?
Definitely the Shady Mall. That's where he usually goes with the jocks or the cheerleaders to hang out. It's also right next to the retirement home. Perfect.
So you go to hang out with the jocks and cheerleaders. What is your favorite spot in the mall?
I'd say probably the fast food area because it's perfectly positioned in the middle of the entire mall so that wherever they need to go, if they want to go try on some new clothes or get some new shoes, there's a little spot to the left. If they ever want to mess around and like near the water fountain, they can just go off to the right. Or if they want to even sneak into the maintenance area, they can just sort of look around the corner.
Okay, so there's a water fountain in the center of the mall, close to the fast food area, and you're familiar with the maintenance area.
Oh yeah. Caleb kind of rules are meant to be interpreted when it comes to Caleb. Staff only. So as long as he's not caught not being staff, then well, it's fine to visit.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how that works. So this mall, by the way, is brand new. They just opened the year you guys start school. It is the hottest place everyone has been to in the last, since 1995, so it's open. And it's very, very popular, particularly among, some of the older kids. However, it's brand new. So are there any places in the mall or one particular place that is like your store? Like you go there so often. The employees, maybe some of your high school friends go there or work there part time.
I'd say probably some kind of not hardware or maintenance, but sort of like a knickknack store that he tends to visit. Because Caleb always needs like different items or different things that he wants to either store in his bag or bring home. So any place that sort of opens up variety to him, he would absolutely eat up.
A variety store.
Yeah. Think of it like dollar store or superstore, but for literally anything.
Would this be a high class establishment or, sometimes they got a few things in the back?
I'd say, for story's sake, I'd say it's always had a weird vibe to it. It was tucked into the side of the mall. It didn't exactly exist when the mall first opened, but slowly, bit by bit, Caleb noticed a new sort of concession moving in. And when it finally opened, he checked it out. The inside would be wood varnishing. It would have a very soft chandelier light, I guess. And the person at the front would, the person at the front would constantly change. The staff would never be the same. There was always someone different, but he would notice one person who stayed the same. This old man with a beard who would always greet him by name, Caleb by name.
What's his name?
No, he would always greet Caleb by name. Caleb would have probably, I don't know if he would have figured out, Mr. Willoff. Kind of, yeah, that's the name he got from, the constant staff who are like calling out to him. He's probably the manager. That's why people are always looking towards him to manage the store.
Excellent. The variety store with a weird vibe with a Mr. Willoff as the manager. Lovely. Moving on, last is Jimmy. Jimmy, where do you live in the hills?
So, I have a question. What of the 5 building sections there, which do you think would be the more expensive place to live?
Let's see. Well, probably the middle one, so the one in between the one next to Clem Woods, and the one on the far edge. Okay, I am listening. I have listened to this 50 times, but I am listening. It's just I'm also trying to make sure that the audio is working in the different places.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So now no one can hear me. And then I haven't changed any settings. Oh, now you can hear me. Connection.
We spent the majority of the time. I do have a question about the orchard. Is that an active orchard that people are working in, or is it more of a?
I love streaming, guys. This is why I do it all the time.
When he was really young, he would sneak into the orchard and hang out there a lot. He got kicked out and chased out multiple times. So eventually, when he was around 10 or 11, he migrated over to Clem.
Weird.
And that's when we met Willow.
Excellent. When you would go and sneak into the orchard, what was the thing you liked to do most?
to explore. The orchard felt like this place where, especially if you weren't allowed to leave, people were there. It felt like a busy place in the woods, and he just loved it. He loved um, being near people, but also kind of feeling like he wasn't supposed to be there. It kind of fed into that kingdom mindset of like, these are my people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What did the orchard look like at night when it was all closed up?
It was very spooky.
Yeah, so if you can faintly hear the video, it's because I'm playing it and I don't have earphones in. Yeah. So if you're faintly hearing the video, it's because you're hearing it from my computer, but it's not coming from the audio, and I can't change that.
Which look like apple trees, only
Yeah.
a little shorter than apple
Yes.
trees. And
Correct.
sometimes
Everything's just coming through my mic.
Are much smaller. They're about the size of like a large cherry.
So what I can do is I can put my earphones in. That way you guys don't get the feedback of what I'm watching, because you should just be watching it on your own.
Now, you would get ran off.
Yeah.
Why do you think they would run you off?
Because they mainly just.
There we go. So now you should just be hearing me. Okay, so where are we? Oh, we're talking about Jimmy now. Yeah, that's fine. It's kind of fun to watch this right now, because even though I've listened to this over and over again, because I've had to, it's still nice to like listen to all of the decisions we made. because we've already played the arc, so we know how this ends. Yeah, it just, I don't know. It kind of brings back memories of how we created this town and how you guys like really became residents, citizens of Shady Creek. this, this town is actually quite big. Yeah, no, I think, how did we do this, gang? I think originally I sent everybody some of the questions that's on the Kids on Bikes like sheet. It's on the character sheet and how to like build your world or build your city. Um, I sent them like some options. So like, did they want to have like a small town? Did they want to have a city? Did they want to have like a rural town? And then I just had them write up what they wanted it to be. And then when we did our session zero and all talked about it, we made decisions based on what everybody kind of wanted. This is really like the probably the most collaborative game I've ever GM'd, where the players have really been making all of the decisions, and then I just expand upon them when I play. The only thing that's essentially from my own brain is the game. I developed the game before we even played Kids on Bikes as like a system. But then I still, as you can see, incorporated the play in flushing out the game by creating uh, the rules of existence. Okay, I'm gonna let this play, but I'm gonna take a quick break, get some more coffee because it's only 8 o'clock in the morning for me, and I'm out of coffee. So I'll be right back, but I'm still listening. Oh, this is the fun part. The rules of existence that everyone comes up with is how I eventually write all of the scenes and all of the campaign issues that come up. So if you really think about it, they have ownership over all of the horrors that I bring to the game. So it's like a good thing. That's that's funny that I laughed at that part. Mm. Hmm. You don't say. Couldn't imagine seeing that happening in this game. This family friendly, fun. Ah, Willow coming with the big rule. Mhm. As they were talking about this rule, I was beaming. I was huge smile, because I was just kind of like, "Are you trying to say that you can make anything into reality just by thinking about it?" Love it, love it. Yeah, they did an amazing job. They created this world. Like I had the idea, but through all of these questions and really delving into what they want to do as they play through this game within a game, so fun. Man, Willow saying that last part that Ivaria is sentient, that essentially became the first season like overall idea. So as you guys listen to this first arc and then eventually listen to the second arc of the first season, hopefully you'll see that that's what I use to really um, write the campaign and like what's going to happen in the campaign to our players. That's that's absolutely beautiful. That is such a dangerous role. When she said that, I was literally thinking of like what's his name? Nightmare uh Nightmare on Elm Street. Because she was talking about like, oh, how the world could interpret like whatever you're wanting or thinking or what you're trying to make happen. And I was thinking, so if you're thinking of a nightmare, it can make a nightmare come true. I love that for you. I think that's a great decision. This is this little descent into just everyone talking. If you're a GM, you're pretty familiar that this happens all the time. So there's a lot of that cut out. There's a lot of that cut out. Mm. Interesting that you were to talk about the talisman. I think you will find this campaign very interesting. I'm not going to give anything away, but I watched a lot of content and read a lot of content to prepare this game. So if something reminds you of something, I'm probably using something from it. Mhm. Oh, the deal. They did. I know I've said this like several times, but they did so good making these rules. Mhm. And people say that I'm the one that brings the nightmares. I feel like they did a lot of stuff that was like inviting horror. And I was like, okay, that sounds great. For the first arc, I believe we're gonna have 8 or 9 episodes, possibly more, because we did long recording sessions for this first arc. So we recorded a lot of content. So I won't know exactly until it's all like edited up how many episodes there's going to be. Because originally this session 0, this and the gameplay that we do, which will premiere in 2 weeks, that was supposed to be 2 episodes, but it was so long that it's going to be 4 episodes, including this one. So grilled cheese sandwich. Mm-hmm. It was really important for these roles for them to be open, open to interpretation. So I tried to make sure that as they were like thinking them through, they made sure that there's very clear like rule or law or something that, was unmoving, but it was very, very broad as possible. Hmm. And with like following is scarier. Oh, I feel like I kind of gave something away there, but Jimmy didn't interpret it that way. Because I said, does that mean until death? And he said, well, yeah, you could die. And I was like, that's not exactly what I was meaning, but yeah, let's go with that. And you guys will kind of see that in the session 0, the gameplay that we do. The gameplay that we do really shows you how the rules of existence work in the world of Avaria. That's the whole purpose of that session 0. But I will warn you 2 weeks in advance, do not get attached to anyone in the session 0. I'm sorry. It was just practice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Maybe. Maybe it would. Maybe it wouldn't. Mm-hmm. Mm. That line that I asked Willow and her response of anyone can do it, that was actually really important for the way the game works. All of this is really important for the world works, but particularly how the game works. When they make statements like that of like defining what forever means, and defining if only certain people or everyone can utilize certain things, or if things in the game can work on the outside world. All of that stuff was immediately tested in the session 0, which actually happened directly after we recorded this. So I just kind of came up with everything based on all the answers they gave me on the whim. I'm smiling because I absolutely love the whole deal thing that they did. I do have plans to bring in other characters who aren't going to be our main characters. They're going to be kind of basically side characters or side NPCs. I do have a plan for that, and I also have a plan to do some flashback episodes with those players to kind of play out the history, the ancient history, or like the history of like how Shady Creek came to be. That's in my head, and I am writing that. I just need to get players. So if you're interested in being a player in a future campaign or episode, or if you want to just hang out with us, join our Discord. So when I cast for that, you'll get the casting call. I actually haven't checked if this is working on Twitch. I should do that. Sorry. Red Bridge is a whole new world. We are playing custom rules using the Kids on Bike system. The Game Master's office. That's cute. Quick break. Okay, it looks like it's working. I didn't check if it was working on Twitch because I'm not really on Twitch like that. I have people I watch on Twitch, but I'm mainly on YouTube. And we're back. Oh, that was a weird entrance. Mm. Yeah, SCPs or like side characters, supporting characters will be more like side characters. So they'll have almost like they'll have their own like mini campaign. So it's going to be a little bit different. 9 times out of 10, the side characters I'm thinking of won't actually interact with the main characters because I will be playing with time. So side characters will be at different points in time, but they'll interact with one another based on their actions. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Oh, this was very inventive of Willow. Now, I did have some idea of what I thought the of World of Avaria would look like, but they came up with everything on the spot, and I was like, "You guys' ideas are kind of cool." Like for her to say that the moon has like different colorations, and there are five of them. I don't think I would have thought of that actually. Yes, kind of like that. I love how she couldn't decide, so she was like, "I'm just gonna roll a dice." 5 months. hmm Like that's cool. That's so cool. That sounds so pretty. This land of Avaria sounds even prettier than I thought. I have played several games that say that they are GM-less. Essentially, everyone, in their own way contributes to the game. I really enjoy those types of RPG games where you kind of just go in a circle and you make the world together. This isn't exactly like that. I did kind of model this session zero off of that. This isn't exactly like that, but I do think this worked best for flushing out this very unique way that I wanted to do a game inside of a game, which is a world inside of a world. Kind of got cut off. I have not played the Quiet Year. Oh, I'm getting a bunch of happy birthdays from everybody. Just let everybody know today is my birthday. So this is my birthday celebration for myself this morning. It's just chilling and hanging out and watching the premiere that premieres on my birthday. I'm very excited for hopefully when we're a year into this campaign and we're back to June 17th next year, and it'll be my birthday again. And it'll be another Maybe another premiere. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead, but maybe we'll have another premiere of a different show. And have a second campaign running if we have enough people interested. Uh, we do a long editing session. We've been doing a long editing session. I mean, a long recording session for this game. So intense. Thank you so much to the players who came and sat and did hours and hours of gameplay. It's fun, but it's also like intensive. That was it. That was wonderful. I really enjoyed watching that back. And I hope you all enjoyed watching that back. But the premiere has completed. Wow. That was crazy. Like we've done a lot of recording. We've recorded a lot of stuff. And just kind of looking back on our very first session where we really talked about fleshing out the world, it was really fun. So thank you all for joining me for my birthday to watch the premiere of Session Zero. There will be gameplay next part 2 because at the end they did decide that they wanted to do gameplay at that session, and so I just rolled with it. I just took all the information they gave me, and we took a break. And then when I came back from the break, we played a game, which again, I cannot stress enough. Do not get attached. And I'm looking at you. You know who I'm looking at right now. Do not get attached to anyone in the Session Zero, okay? I'm trying to help you. Don't do it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I will see you next time. Come back in 2 weeks to the Aging Journey podcast. Actually, did I put that in the chat? Because that's a different. You guys are on my personal channel right now. You'll need to go over to the Aging Journey podcast channel to subscribe and like the only things that are over there right now, which is the premiere video. And then come back and watch the rest of the episodes as they premiere over there. So I will put that link in the chat as well so that people have it. What? That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, there we go. There we go. And if you guys didn't join earlier and watch me play the game Mask of Roses or Mask of the Rose, feel free to hop over to my Twitch, which I don't ever stream on, to watch that because that was really fun too. I will be finishing that game, but I wasn't planning on streaming it. So maybe if people like it, maybe I will. I probably won't. I really won't, but maybe. Maybe I will. Okay, thank you guys so much. Have a great day. And if your birthday is coming up or is today or coming up soon, happy birthday to you as well. You guys have a great, lovely day. And as usual, I will see you another time. Bye.